Next morning we've come back and I've switched the mic on, which is a good thing. We'll just put the screen out. Let's see. Okay, so what we're doing is we've come to the same sort of area, but we've come a little bit further back. Ginger's Weirs now, so we've got the guide. So we've got more options because he's showing us more areas, which is fantastic. And what we're trying to find the leading lines really. The sun's going to rise over here and we might potentially get a nice bit of colour because it's started to break up. We've certainly got a little bit of atmosphere as well. Ingleborough, it's got some, well, it did have some nice cloud shrouding it, and it's actually gone at the minute. So it's just a matter of setting up, finding the composition and getting a shot. So whether we shoot that way where the sun rises, if we get that colour from there, or a glow on the side of the mountain here, we'll get the viaduct in and things like that. So there's a fair few options. It's a beautiful morning, another still morning. I won't be surprised if we don't get a bit of sort of fog rolling. That's how it feels if it's going to develop. Fingers crossed anyway. So I'm going to get the camera out. I'm going to have a look handheld and see if we can find a couple of compositions and then work them. First image in the bag. The Ingleborough mountain range, that's what I'm going to call it. Not sure if I'm correct or not. It's looking beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. Let me just turn you around a touch and then we'll show you. There we go. So, get you straight as well. So what I've done is I've tried to pick sort of a bit of a leading line through this rock formation. And then as we travel through the image, because we're quite wide, we can just see the road in the mid-ground with the pub and the railway station. And then you've got the Ingleborough mountain range with a bit of shrouded cloud coming over, and that beautiful pink and blue sky. It looks beautiful. The only problem I've got is I've got Ginger's arse in it. So I will have to Photoshop him out just because he's actually right on the edge of the frame. But it would actually make for a real good selfie. I'm really tempted to put the intervalometer on and go and get a selfie. I might do that. Oh, I thought I could get over there, but I can't. Hopefully that's worked. That's okay, it's all right. I'll put it up. Okay, I'm going to grab my bag and I'm going to walk over and try and find some more compositions with these rocks, because as I walked over they were quite interesting. Funny one. This range here is actually really nice behind you guys. It's really nice. I like the rock formation, but then I've got another vlogger in the way, which is Paul. So I'm struggling with people. It's too crowded. And we've got the other mountain in the distance here, which I haven't got a clue what it's called, but it's one of the 3 peaks. You can't see it there. Oh, there we go. It's one of the 3 peaks, so I'm going to capture that. That's another nice bit of rock formation there, just in the foreground. No leading line, just about the texture and that soft light in the background, and again that lovely pink hue. Oh, honestly. Oh. Okay, I think what I need to do get my bag. Ooh. Move on. Try and find another image. Oh, I'll tell you what, we've got little pockets of mist coming actually through the viaduct. Can tell us a lot of sort of atmosphere and damp because you're steaming up at the moment, so that temperature is changing, and that temperature is making you can actually see the mist snaking right through the viaduct itself. And I'm just wondering whether we need a long lens on and capturing more intimate shots. At the moment I've basically gone at 70mm and 24mm, the two different ranges, so quite wide, and getting that atmosphere with all this drawing of these rocks and the beautiful morning light, that beautiful pastel colours in the sky, which is really nice. And then going in at 70mm, so we're still getting part of the end of the rock formation in, if you like, but with the viaduct, with this more trying to capture the mist and then focusing actually on the viaduct and getting that mist. But I'm actually thinking if I can get a nice little area, whether we get the long lens on and try and capture that mist, because it's special. It's something that it's a one-off image, and I'm sure with a longer lens, probably 100mm, 150mm-ish, I could capture that. It's just about getting in the right position. I think I'm going to have to get back off this area here, which I really like as well. So I'm fighting myself to stop here or actually move, and just there's a little gap here, get in front of this rock formation and actually get some more intimate shots. I think I'm going to do that while this mist is happening. So we'll move. And it's not easy walking over this rock formation with two tripods and a bag, so we have to be a bit careful. Okay, things we do for you guys. So behind the viaduct we've got a river of mist that's coming through. It's stopped this side, which is such a shame, but we've got this, like I say, this river of mist that's coming through. I would assume it's following some sort of water, and it's just misting up there. It really is nice. So I've put the long lens on. I've got a foreground rock, which is quite nice. A section of the viaduct, and again, it's I've sort of tried to set it as like some of the pillars are extra support, and I've tried to capture that section of it. I'm focusing actually on the rock, on the foreground rock. I think I need that in focus more than the actual viaduct. But that atmosphere that it's creating is stunning. I wish we'd get this fog back, this mist back in the foreground. That would look really nice. It would change the composition somewhat, but it would look really nice. But I absolutely love it. It really is a super scene. Oh, the atmosphere is actually getting better. It's actually this fog, this mist, this atmosphere is developing. And I think it's gone a little bit colder, so that temperature's dropping. So Ingleborough in the distance there is shrouded. I don't know whether you can see it. Let me just put you around a bit so you can see it. There we go. So we've got this lovely sort of shroud over Ingleborough way. So what I've tried to do is try to get sort of a leading line that incorporate these rocks with Ingleborough in the background. I've gone into a portrait mode, and I've managed to find a little bit of rock that's just sort of leading you into the image. So we're quite wide, 24mm. Dropped it down because I want to get rid of this midground. There's a lot of midground that's not really that interesting, certainly at the moment. So getting rid of that by going down. So we're bringing the mountain and the foreground together. That looks. I mean, like you know what I'm saying. we've got that composition. I do actually really like it. I think it's really nice, really dramatic, really moody. This behind us is actually, it's really quite dark and moody. This is a little bit brighter here. The sun did actually rise from this side, but it's actually blocked off. But that's, again, it's diffusing it, and that light is really beautiful. I'm actually really loving the atmosphere at the minute, because I'm loving this, even though we've got a little bit of sort of that colour in the light behind me here, in that dank, still getting like that yellow colour. The image in front of me is grey, but we're still getting a little bit light behind the viaduct itself coming through. But I like that greyness of it, because of the grey rocks and the structure, the building, the darker structure of the building, the viaduct. It really does suit the image. This mood suits this area, really does. That's what I like about it. Again, I'm trying to find them sort of leading lines. The leading lines work, that's the thing, they work, they draw you right into the image. So I'm quite wide again, I'm at 24mm. So the actual viaduct's quite small within the image, but I quite like that. I've got no problem with that at all. The only thing with that is I'm not getting that little bit of that light behind the viaduct that I can see, and I don't think it'll really pick it up in the images, just because it's so small. And I think it will work as a portrait as well, because I can come right down. I've got this sort of tram line of the cracks within the rocks that's running you right through. So now I'm going to put the viaducts on the top third of the image, just that, bracketing every shot at the moment to get as much detail out as possible. I actually think it's just going to get better and better. Doing a focus stack as well. I actually think with the light's starting to get through in areas, but we've got mood in other areas, and it's constantly, real slowly changing, really developing. It really looks stunning. This could be one of the best mornings I've had in photography. I'm not saying the photography is the best, but the morning is certainly up there with one of the best. And it's not about this beautiful sunrise and this beautiful red skies and things like that. It's about the atmosphere and that little bit of light that's coming through. I mean, the atmosphere behind is something else. And there's a long range image there, there's a telephoto image there, without a doubt. I might even try and capture it. I might even drop the long lens on. The awkward part is standing on these rocks. It's so hard to balance, and it really does wear you out. It really does wear you out, you know, and especially with knees of cheese, it's killing me. It's absolutely killing me, balancing on the rocks. But you have to get up on top of the rocks to see. Oh, we're getting some nice light. What I think I'm going to do, I'm going to go sort of there so we can get more of the viaduct, so we can get that impression of the viaduct a little bit more. So I've actually gone into, I don't know, 50 odd mil, not too far. But the difference it does, and the reason why I've done that is because of this light behind the viaduct's really working well. And it's sort of gradually creeping over, so that means we've got an open area of cloud there. I can see in the distance, the sun's actually bursting down onto the ground there, which is nice. But without there's no rays, but as you can see here, there it is doom and gloom behind. I'll just show you the viaduct, that area that we pointed to. Let me see. There we go. Again, it's quite awkward for me to work everything, but that's the what we're actually looking at, that atmosphere, and it's just trying to capture it. We're getting colour in the sky and everything now. We really are being spoilt. So we're getting this colour in the top of the sky here. We've got the viaduct sort of in the middle-ish with this lovely rock. That's pretty much the same composition as what I'm shooting, maybe just a touch wider. But that's that composition, and it really is something else. Wow. So again, we're still in that same sort of area with this limestone, but we're starting to break up. The cloud above us is starting to break up, but we've got a cloud pretty much all the way around us. So we're in this pocket, and in a minute I think we're going to get some light actually on the viaduct, and that's what I'm waiting for. We're getting some lovely colour in the cloud. So what I've done is actually put the viaduct right at the bottom. Well, not right at the bottom, but on the sort of just below the bottom third of the image, and trying to capture this fantastic sky. We're definitely getting some light right behind it, but not actually on the viaduct. So I'm not sure if I want it on the viaduct or just behind it anyway. But I'm just going to give it 5-10 minutes, see what happens. See if it can really push that contrast out in the where the viaduct is. Try and really going really deep in, 70 odd mil, and then coming wide again. So really playing the waiting game now, waiting for this light. And as the sun sort of gets quite high now, it's getting a lot brighter. So that mood is just starting to lose it. But like I say, the light is still good. It's still really good actually. So I think I'm probably get another 10 or 15 minutes, then I'm probably done. Need to get back and have some proper breakfast. Some serious breakfast. I'm talking meat. Not this, Colin's got his thumb up. Yeah, sausage sandwich. With none of this cornflake stuff. Want proper breakfast for men. What I would be, the reason why I don't want to leave is because I don't want to miss this fantastic light if we get it, but let's see if we get it first. We might not get it yet. Paul's gone back because he's lost his phone. Got a new iPhone 14 and he's lost it. So I've been waiting for a while, and at the moment I'm not overconfident we're going to get the light, even though it's trying to break through now as I talk to you. So I might just give it 5 minutes, but I think I'm towards the end of this video. So I really hope you've enjoyed this little out into Ribblehead. We are moving on this morning. We've actually got a train coming across in a minute, so I'll try and capture the train as it comes across. So while we do that, while I'm talking to you, we'll just up the ISO a little bit so I can get a faster shutter speed. 80th of a second, I'm not sure if that, but it should be because it's quite a distance away. So we'll wait for that to come over. The good thing about the trains is the blue and white, but it's mainly white, so it's really contrasted with this dark light that we got. Dark light? Can you get dark light? But yeah, I'm going to catch you that then. Hope you've enjoyed this little outing. Thank you so much for watching. Like I say, give us a thumbs up, really do appreciate it, and it does help the channel. I know we all say it, but it really does help the channel. I'll capture this train and I'll see you soon.